1000x in 3 days. That's the promise on this new ICO campaign, wrapped in urgency, sprinkled with no expertise needed, and delivered like a once-in-a-lifetime door that's about to close. So here's the question we're asking today, calmly, mathematically. Is this the opportunity of a lifetime, or a mathematical impossibility?
Welcome back to Observer. We don't label things for you. We do the math, we look at incentives, and we let you decide. We analyze this marketing campaign targeting emerging markets. As you can see highlighted on the screen, they explicitly promise returns of 1000x. That's 1000 times your investment. To grow 1000 times in 3 days, the investment has to multiply by about 10x per day, compounded, because 10x 10x 10, so 1000. Now, what is an ICO? Simply, an initial coin offering is a fundraising event where a project sells tokens early, often before there's a live product, or before a token is broadly traded. Buyers are promised future utility, future adoption, and yes, often future price appreciation. But here's where the 1000x claim hits reality. Liquidity. Price is not just a number on a screen, it's what the market can actually pay when people try to sell. If a token does 1000x, that implies a massive increase in total value someone is willing to pay at the new price. And the first question is brutally simple. Where will that money come from? Because early buyers can only realize gains if there are later buyers with real capital, or a deep pool of liquidity, ready to buy their tokens at the higher price. If liquidity is thin, something called slippage kicks in, meaning the more you sell, the worse your selling price becomes. A chart might show 1000x at the peak, but when real holders try to exit, the price can collapse under its own weight. In other words, a paper gain is not the same as a realizable gain. Also, check the token supply and unlock schedule. Many ICOs have vesting for insiders, early contributors, or the team. When those tokens unlock, supply hits the market, often at the worst possible time for late buyers. So if someone promises 1000x in 3 days, the honest follow-up isn't, can it happen? It's, under what conditions could it happen, and who benefits if it does? Now, let's talk about the marketing, because the campaign isn't just selling a token, it's selling a feeling. The triggers are classic: urgency, 3 days. A countdown compresses your decision-making window, low effort, no expertise needed. It removes responsibility, social proof vibes, everyone's getting in early, even when no evidence is shown. Certainty language, not possible, not risky, but implied inevitability. This is where Observer puts on the devil's advocate hat. If this is truly a predictable 1000x opportunity in 72 hours, why advertise it? Because the more people who know a guaranteed edge, the faster it disappears. So the incentive to broadcast a secret is usually not generosity, it's distribution. In many hype cycles, the real product being sold is not the token, it's demand. Attention becomes liquidity. Liquidity becomes exit, and the marketing line "no expertise needed" is especially revealing. In finance, removing expertise from the equation usually doesn't remove risk. It removes informed consent. So, can a token pump hard after an ICO? Yes, crypto has done stranger things, but 1000x in 3 days isn't a normal investment claim. It's a probability claim wearing a marketing suit. If you want to bet, at least know what you're buying. You're not buying a discounted cash flow. You're not buying audited fundamentals. You're buying an outcome that requires enormous inflows, perfect timing, and enough liquidity to exit. And that's the key distinction. This isn't investing. It's closer to a lottery ticket, where the most important question is not how high can it go, it's who gets out, and when. Do your own verification, read the tokenomics, look for lockups, ask where liquidity comes from, and never let urgency replace due diligence. This is Observer. We analyze the hype, then we let you decide.